Hey, this is Shannon, and you're listening to The Young Life.
What's going on, everybody?
Hello, everyone.
This is actually take two.
This is take two, because our dog knocked over take one.
Your dog.
My dog.
Your dog.
Yes.
Not our dog.
My dog knocked over take one.
I will pet your dog and I will feed your dog. I'll do things like that. I will walk your dog sometimes.
And yeah, he plays with them and everything else, so it's also his dog.
Mainly your dog.
Yeah, okay, whatever.
No, mainly your dog.
Anyway.
Is it not your dog?
Anyway.
Is it not your dog?
Yes, anyway.
Was it a gift to you?
Yes.
It's your dog.
Okay.
Yes. Do I love the dog? Yes. I do love the dog.
Okay.
But that being said, dogs are annoying. Anyway, so we want to talk about two things today. We'll split this podcast up and we'll have a commercial in the middle, so you have to go over that. Anyway, you heard one anyway at the beginning, so who cares? So, bottom line is, here we go. So let's start. Insane, crazy week.
Very.
A lot of stuff has happened.
Too much stuff has happened.
And then I've got to go out of town again.
Right, on Wednesday.
On this coming Wednesday. It's going to be just a crazy next few weeks. That's probably the easiest thing to say. So, anyway, starting with me.
Your schedule changed?
My schedule changed.
And you don't like it?
You are correct. It's
Yes.
almost like we've talked about this once
Yeah,
before.
deja vu.
This is insane. No, so I got the schedule where I go into work, and I used to get up early morning. I used to get up at 3:30. That was rough. Wasn't too bad.
That was really rough.
It was
No,
bad.
it was rough.
No, okay. It's not too bad if you look at it on the time of the idea of time.
Right.
So the idea of time, I'm up at 3:30. Get ready. I have to be at work by 4:30.
Right.
I'm at work 4:30. I work until 1. It's not bad, right? So then I get off at 1. I have the entire day to edit video, entire day to edit podcast, an entire day to do a lot of things. But then I get home. I will doze off for about an hour, but I still have the entire day. I can get a lot of things done. Now with the schedule change, it essentially I'm set up where I go in I leave the house by 7:30.
Right. Hop on the train.
I get on the train, get downtown. I work till 5:30.
Get back on the train.
I get back on the train by 6.
And get home around
and
7.
I'm home by 7. Almost 7.
Right.
So my entire day I feel like my entire day is shot. It's already gone. So, but what I've got to figure out, and this is the hard part for me, because I need to squeeze time in to go to the gym, but I have to say I have been enjoying the catching up on sleep. That has been nice. So I probably gonna have to start getting up early to go to the gym, so then my day starts at least 2 hours earlier.
Right.
So I'm getting up at 5:30, so I can and then go to the gym, work out, get showered, get cleaned up, and then get on the train and go downtown. Then I got to figure out time for family. Yeah, to me it's a mess because I'm not used to it. And I gotta get it figured out. I gotta make it work for me.
Right.
As far as that's me. As far as the rest of the stuff that's insane, we've had, just from rugby practices.
Yep.
To
our son getting hit by a car.
Son getting hit by a car. Yes, son got hit by a car. So let's talk about that one. Go for it.
Well, we were at our meeting yesterday, and I get a call from a friend.
Oh yeah, forgot about that. So the meeting yesterday was actually with Silicon Slopes. I run one of the chapters down there, and in the chapter we help other creators and podcasters and other stuff learn about new things, get brand deals and all that stuff.
Well,
excuse me. So we're down there,
and I get
getting set up.
Right.
We're there an hour early, like normal.
Right.
Setting up. And then all of a sudden, Shannon gets a phone call.
I get a phone call from my friend, and she had just taken my son Logan and her son to rugby practice for the 7th and 8th graders. And she's on her way back home, and my oldest son, Jacob, was over at her house hanging out with her boys and a friend. And I get a phone call, and I see that it's her, and I excitedly answer the phone. I was like, hey! She paused what seemed like forever, and she's like, hey, you know I love you, right? I was like, hey, yeah, what's up? And she's like, I just hit Jake with the car. He's in the ambulance in the back of my driveway, and there's police officers here also. I don't know how bad it is. And I was like, wait, what? And the first thing that I thought of is Jacob was ran over.
Was he crying?
No.
Did he cry at all?
No, didn't cry.
He's over there shaking his head. No, I'm a real man, Dad.
No, he didn't cry.
Were you very concerned, or were you in shock? You think?
No, he. Okay.
You're kind of in shock though, a little bit, I think.
Yeah. So
I was like,
the paramedics get on the phone, and
he was like, "Whoa," he says.
Yeah, he's talking to me, and he's like, "Yeah, we have Jacob in the back of the ambulance. We really think that the only thing hurt on him is his leg. We think it's a good idea if you take him to the hospital." Well, I'm like 40 minutes away, if that, and so our friend took him to the hospital.
He could have taken the
He could have taken
ambulance.
the ambulance, but he was a good kid. He thought that our insurance wouldn't pay for it, but it would have.
Our insurance would have paid for it,
Yeah.
and he would have got a free ride in ambulance. And how many people get to say that? But
Yeah, right?
he totally missed out on an opportunity of a lifetime.
Yeah, and so
I think that's what you regret for all things.
And so I get to the hospital. And
He regrets that out of all of it.
my friend's there, and she's like, "I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry." I was like, "It's okay. It was a complete accident." Well, what happened was Jacob was on a mini motorcycle, crossing the road at the same time that she slowed it down to turn to go to her house, and they collided because the motorcycle brakes were not working. And
He didn't know that.
He didn't know that, so he couldn't stop, and he was heading straight for the front of her brand new 4-day-old car.
What kind of car was it?
CRV.
on this year.
On the CRV.
Yeah, brand spanking new, 2020 CRV.
Hmm.
And the only thing Jacob was worried about the entire night was I put a hole in the front of her brand new car. And she had just gotten onto her son not to run into the back of the basketball post.
Yeah, don't run into the basketball post. But I'm going to hit a kid.
Right. So she called me today to check on Jacob. And today Jacob had his appointment with the doctor, and he has to have surgery on Monday.
So you sent me the photos, and
bad.
the photos. I mean, it shows like on the bottom side looks like it's the kneecap is split,
The kneecap is split.
and then on the top is like there's
It's
almost like
cracked.
it's
It's
like
broken.
spidered all
Yeah.
across the top.
Yep.
It's all pretty much it's like
And
it's
his tendon separated.
Yeah,
So he has to have surgery on his tendon and his kneecap. So
I think out of all our kids, he's probably had the most surgeries.
he's had
It was Paris.
He has a bionicle plate.
Bionicle
He's
plate.
bionicle
He
man.
has a steel plate in his hand.
Yep,
yes.
and 6 screws. He's had a broken wrist, a fractured arm, and
Like concussion after concussion.
concussion.
He didn't hit his head on this one.
No, they said he's so lucky that it wasn't any worse than what it
Could have
was.
been a head. Could have been also a head injury.
He could have had a head injury, a busted up face, a broken chest. Everything could have happened worse if they were going a little bit faster.
Yeah.
Yep. So my friend today, she said she couldn't sleep all night because she had all these what ifs. What if it was an older person or a kid
What if it was
going down the road?
What if it was the main highway behind us, Mountain
Right.
Highway? Like they no one ever stops at the red
Right.
lights, and they're always doing 90
Yeah.
miles an hour.
What if it was a kid driving fast in a truck down the road? What if it was garbage day and the dump truck didn't see him and hit him? What if She goes, and then I tried to go to sleep and I kept
Well,
visioning
if some butts were
Jacob's
candy
face.
nuts, we'd all have wonderful Christmas.
Right, and
Right.
she was just like, she kept seeing Jacob's face replaying her mind. But Jacob's okay. He has surgery coming up on Monday, and he'll recover 4 to 6 weeks and be back to playing rugby again.
Well, okay, so let's think about this though for a second. They're saying 4 to 6 weeks.
Right.
That's what they're hoping, and we're all hoping, right?
Well, 4 weeks is the healing is how long.
After- right.
And he said we'll give you 6 weeks, so we'll give you an extra 2 weeks.
So 4 to 6 weeks, but
Because
it
he
could.
said-
I'm going to be a realist here, and we're hoping for the best. We're hoping that actually it could be 4 weeks, hoping it could be 6 weeks, but it could end up being 8 to 10. And but we're hoping it's not because for his sake. But the thing is, he is young, so he will heal
Well,
fast.
that's what they said. His growth plates are done growing. He's young. He's super healthy.
If it was me, I'd be like, well.
If it was you, it'd probably be 15 to 20 years.
Ouch.
Yeah.
That really hurts. Well, I mean, if it was you, it'd be the same thing.
Right.
Thank you very much. Well, I mean, so like when we had our anniversary, we went on a hike, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we did the I don't think we've talked about this on
We were
podcast either.
sore.
Well, walking was so.
Yeah.
It was like that. We have not gone on a hike like that in a long time, which was a great hike.
Right.
Went to hot springs. It was nice, relaxing hot springs. I think that's also what helped pull it out, the soreness, because we walked and we laid hot springs with help. Then we walked all the way back.
All the way back.
And then, but I slipped and fell off the side of the trail.
Right.
Wasn't too far of a drop.
It could have been.
It could have been a really far drop, but
You just got lucky.
I grabbed
on a
that.
slow trail.
well, I also grabbed that limb and then held myself up. But I hit my leg, and even my leg's got some fluid in it, and it's kind of bubbled up there. I mean, it still hurts pretty bad. I bruised it pretty bad.
Yeah.
But yeah, so, and that was how long ago? That's what, 2 weeks ago already?
3.
3 weeks. So 3 weeks to that.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's that, and then let's see. Paris got a job today. She got a scholarship.
She got a scholarship. Oh, wait. Paris has been accepted to 3 colleges now.
Yep.
BYU,
University of Utah.
University of Utah, and Utah State.
Yep.
Now, I'm not gonna say which we have to say actually, but whatever. But she's gotten but she got a scholarship going to Utah State. The nice thing with that is they've also given her another. That's taking a scholarship there. So, and she figured out they're essentially paying her to go to college.
Pretty much.
Now, she liked the fact that she got accepted to the other colleges
Right.
because it's just nice to know that people want you to go to college there.
Right.
Yeah. So that's exciting. Elizabeth turned another year older.
Yep.
She wants to drive everywhere.
Yep.
She can't because she doesn't have her learner's permit.
No.
We need to get her book. Can you pick up a book for her tomorrow?
Mm-hmm.
So she needs a book to learn.
Is she 16?
15.
15.
Jacob's like, whoa.
Yes. Yes. We have that many people that want to drive in this house.
I feel the same way.
Yeah, we feel the same. We feel. Just think how we feel if he rolls his eyes. We've got his eyes not rolled. We've got it rolled open real big. But what else has happened in the past few weeks? I mean, we've been married 19 years. That's done. Over with. Moving to 20.
Yep.
What else?
I think that's it.
That's it. Okay, so there we go.
It's been busy.
Now everybody is caught up. That being said, we're going to go to this next clip, this commercial, and we're going to get vulnerable for a second. All right. So, stuff that most parents never talk about. What?
Go for it.
Me?
Yes.
What about you?
I'm listening.
You're listening.
Yes.
You're like, I'm not going to be vulnerable. No. So
Go for it.
here's the deal. Body image is an issue
Yes.
for
Me.
kids, adults, humans, dogs. I don't think dogs have.
I don't think dogs have complexes.
Or do they?
I don't know.
I don't know. Anyway, so the problem is it gets very difficult to talk about. Can be difficult to talk about because we don't want to talk about the things that actually
Bother us.
can bother us.
Right.
And you know the old young blood habit. We joke around.
Oh yeah.
When things bother us, we joke around about the things that bother us.
Yep.
Unless it's me being my baldness, that really does not bother me.
Yeah.
I can joke around me being bald all day long. So, but when it comes down to like basic stuff, simple things as being overweight, being, having I got something on my nose right here, a little like I don't know, some like a growth or whatever. You know what I'm talking about? That bothers me.
Right.
Every time I feel like when I'm talking to people, I feel like they look at it all the time. That's
You're
you're
like
like,
you're staring at.
yeah, you're
it's
like what do I feel like? Which eye do I look at? That type of thing.
When you have a lazy eye and it goes this way, you're
Yeah.
like,
Road shorts.
Upstairs, probably.
Upstairs.
You can go sit on your butt and climb the stairs
I know.
and do it slowly.
Check the dryer, actually.
Yeah, check the dryer. Could be in the dryer.
Yes.
So, I mean, for me, there's actually 2 things that I'd say I'm very self-conscious about, and I don't really talk about it, and I haven't really talked about it. And one of it is, obviously the bump on my nose, which can be removed.
Right.
Just keep meaning to go see the doctor or what they call a skin person.
Dermatologist.
That's the word I was
There you
looking for. Dermatologist. And then the other one is my weight. And I know I'm not a huge guy.
Jenny Craig can help that.
Yes, Jenny Craig can help us. No, Jenny Craig cannot help this. This is my issue is actually my issue. But like usually when I sit down, even like a podcast, I'll hold something. I put it over my stomach. Just have it.
Yep.
But it bothers me. And my issue is, and not that I don't exercise enough. I could always exercise more. but it's that I need to curb my eating. But I eat, and I know this, I eat because I get stressed.
Yeah.
Or I eat because there's things I know I need to get done, but I can't get them done because time, or I'm just too tired, and so I'll eat. And so the eating and all that stuff is like the cop out because it's just it's you know it's that comfort, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's the problem. As you look at the video, for those of you guys that are watching the video, if you look over my right shoulder, you'll see my son sitting on the steps, and he's slowly going up the steps on his butt because he wants the pair of shorts that he's trying to get. Sorry, Jacob. You got this. Go slow. Okay?
Yep.
Yep. Okay. But so, it does bother me. It's one of those things that, yeah. I gotta get past it. I gotta fix it. And part of it is I just gotta get myself on a habit. And I have been toying with going back to doing intermittent fasting again.
Mm-hmm.
But because of my work schedule, that's going to be harder.
Right.
Because before I can actually sleep it off majority of the time, and I can kind of still do the same. It just means I'm going to end up means I just need to probably do like a protein shake while I'm at work.
Right.
Before I come home.
Right.
And that's my dinner.
Right.
And then I'll have like one good meal a week or two good meals a week. As far as dinner wise,
All right.
would be because that'll be the days off. I don't know. There's multiple ways I can do
There's
it.
a lot of ways to figure it out.
I just got to talk. I got some friends that are good at it. I want to talk to them about it, get their opinions, and try to figure out the best thing that's suited for me. And then as far as the stress part, I just got to figure out how to not stress so much. I know doing the podcast, that's a good vent. I like doing that stuff. And then the fact that it makes us some money, that helps release the stress. Because usually stress is actually about money.
Right.
Majority of the time, it's always about money. Raising kids is hard, but that's part of life. But yeah. Anyway.
Yep.
That's me.
Right. I'm perfect.
You are perfect.
Just kidding.
I
have a lot that I'm actually self-conscious about.
But
My number one thing is actually my nose.
Yeah,
I loathe
okay.
this bump on my nose right
And
here. I did not interrupt you.
No, I want to
apologize.
interrupt you for 1 second. I absolutely adore your nose.
Okay, I hate it.
It is one of the
so
things
much.
that I love about
I
you.
hate my
the entire
profile.
time. And I get it. Okay, I'll be quiet now.
I cannot stand having my picture taken of me from the side. I hate how my nose is, and I hate how my lips and my chin are. I cannot stand it at all. I cannot stand my profile ever. I've never liked my profile at all.
But to answer this question though, if you could change that, would you?
Yes.
You would absolutely go through rhinoplasty.
Yes.
I would probably die.
Yeah, I would go through.
Wow.
Yep,
Okay.
I would. My second thing is my children suck the life out of my boobs. So I want bigger boobs again. I want to go to a full C cup and nothing bigger, but a full voluptuous C cup.
Large tracts of
That's
land.
what I want. And it doesn't matter how many crunches, sit-ups, how anything happens, I still have the 5-kid muffin pooch that just will not go away. Julie Boyer knows what I'm talking about because she has the same issue. It just is right there, directly in the middle, and it will not go away at all. And I think all moms with multiple kids have that problem. That's my issue.
So what can be done to fix your issues? Because mine is actually more.
Tummy tuck.
I won't say mine's not emotional, but mine's.
Rhinoplasty, boobs.
If
Will be good. And I want to get rid of my crow's feet, so a little bit of Botox.
If there was one thing I wish you would listen to me on it, then I'd say don't ever touch your face.
Well,
Your face is perfect.
a little bit of Botox here and here, I'd be happy. Just right here.
And you'd not do the rhinoplasty?
No, I wouldn't. If I had this done right here, I'd probably leave the rhinoplasty
Okay,
alone.
so
I still wouldn't let anybody get a picture from my side, though.
all right, but as far as body shaming, are you body shaming yourself though? That's the thing.
Yeah,
Why?
I hate it.
You're body shaming yourself.
Yes.
Is it because of
Because I don't.
media, or
No,
it's just
because it's me, my personal opinion.
Oh no, that's
It's
fine.
nothing to do with
Well,
media.
so
I don't care that there's a 50-year-old Jennifer Lopez that looks
I
good.
don't-
You know why she looks good? Because she has millions of dollars and can afford to look good.
Yeah.
That's why.
And of course, people say, "Well, no, she hasn't had any work done."
No,
Whether
whatever.
here's the thing: whether she had no work done or not, it also comes down to the money and the time. And so, money is a necessity when it comes to
Right.
stuff. If you have
She
the
has
money,
Botox,
you can have.
she gets all that done.
Even if there was no work done, the reality is she has time to go to the gym to spend 3 to 4 hours a day.
Right, because she has nannies and chauffeurs for her kids to
Right.
pick them up from school, and a person who cooks and everything else.
But she also has her problems that we don't know about.
Right.
I mean, we got problems. We think we have problems, but everybody's got their own problems.
Right.
So, what would help? What would be the biggest boost for you? I guess be my question.
Boobs and Botox.
Boobs and Botox.
That's it.
So you smile, Shannon. I am smiling.
I am. Can't you tell?
So dumb. I love you.
Boobs and Botox.
Boobs and the two B's.
Yep.
So, well, and that is doable.
Yep.
We just gotta get that figured out, which comes down to the money.
Yep.
Are you enjoying my Oreos?
She's waiting on me to fix her pants.
Oh, is
that
that-
she's reminded me of about 5 times today.
Is that what she's? Why
Not
she's
yes.
still late?
I'm really annoyed about it. So I'm thinking I'm gonna go get the hot glue gun and just fix it with the hot glue gun.
she says no. Well, I mean, so, but okay, for people out there who are listening, should they worry about what other, you don't really care what other people say?
I don't care what people say. I'm doing it for me.
Okay, so you're doing it for you.
If somebody came up to me and it's like, "Wow, you're part of that itty bitty titty committee," I'd be like, "Well, that's cool."
I have no problem with it either way.
No. Somebody said, "Oh, I like your crow's feet," I'd be like, "Oh, that's cool." Yeah.
Where are your crow's feet?
Oh, they're there.
When you smile.
Yeah, mosquito bites.
Are those mosquito bites? She says.
No, when your own kids say it, it's rude.
That's just. Yeah, but which child is saying this?
You know what else is rude? Every time a kid says something like that. That's all right though.
Well, I mean, but the thing is, I think it's cool. It's not really, I won't say cool, but I think it's good to be vulnerable and good to talk about things like this because there are ways to fix things. Like for myself, mine is I need to stop stress eating. I need to exercise better. My doctors actually want me off the blood pressure medicine, so that mine is all habit issues.
Right.
Where.
I hope I don't hear thump 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 thump.
And then you're, oh, my other knee.
I'm getting down. Oh, look.
How is he getting down?
You sliding on your butt?
Kinda.
Kinda.
Just look.
I can't.
You can't. So,
You'll see like around the corner.
what should people do? I know my advice for people out there who suffer from these same things is you got to figure out what makes you happy. If it's something, if that's the issue, if it's happiness is the issue. Mine, I think, is a mixture of happiness and stress. And so I got to figure out what can help make me happier. And then I got to figure out what will help me stress less. Obviously, if we had 1 million downloads per episode on our podcast, that would help us based off of the monetary side. So money would be less of an issue. But when it comes, what are you laughing at?
What is he doing?
He's literally going down backwards.
Why would you do it that way? Cause
Keeps my knee elevated.
it keeps my knee elevated. He says. Oh my gosh. No,
Hey Jacob, how'd you get that concussion? Sliding down the stairs backwards to protect my knee.
So, would you recommend to any mom or woman out there to go get boobs just because they think it's what they want?
Yeah.
Will that bring you happiness?
If it brings him happiness, sure. I think
But will it, though?
I think I would be more happy.
So you'd be more comfortable in your own skin.
Yes.
You're comfortable in your skin right now?
Yes.
It doesn't bother you to go to the pool
No.
without big boobs.
Not really.
I mean, you lay
A
there.
little bit.
Okay, it does a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Are you comfortable?
And I've always wanted a one piece because I hate my tummy. So yeah.
Okay, so you're embarrassed by your tummy
And my boobs.
and your boobs.
Yep.
I have no problem with it. I think my opinion matters most, but
But you're not me,
to,
so it's
to
my,
the outside
it's,
world
it's
matter
my
when it comes to the
opinion.
outside world. My opinion matters most.
Yes, but my opinion.
But your
overrules
your
yours.
opinion over. You're correct. I agree with that. That's it. You are you,
Mm-hmm.
and you are in charge of 100% of your happiness. That knee literally looks like it's a Muppet. He's got a Muppet knee.
what I
He
thought.
it looks like he has a Muppet on his knee.
I feel so bad for him. Like, I really do.
The cool thing is his knee will get better. And it won't always be like that. He wants in now.
I know.
So, all right. So, your advice for people though who can't do this? Mine is just you got to just stop. People got to stop stressing.
Yeah, I guess.
What about you?
Or they can try to work through it and figure out a way to make themselves feel more comfortable in their own skin, like I am.
That's it.
Yeah.
Be happy with what you got.
Yep.
So maybe we'll win the lottery and I'll buy you boobs and Botox.
Because Utah has the lottery.
I don't play the lottery anyway. So
Anyway.
when I mean the lottery, I mean maybe we'll get 1 million downloads per podcast.
Yes.
That'd be amazing. Then we'd be up there with Joe Rogan.
Yes.
Yeah, that'd be amazing. Anyway, tell us what you guys think. Send us some messages. Comment below the video when we post the video. Send us messages through our email, summit7mind@gmail.com. And we'd love to highlight you and talk about what you guys talk about and see if we can help you too as well. So I know I'm going to start a vulnerable channel on Rumble. Talk about being vulnerable. Talk about and not really vulnerable. It's going to be a accountability channel on Rumble.
On Rizzle.
On Rizzle. They changed the name. Yeah, on the app Rizzle, and it was invented by Snoop Dogg. Faux Rizzle. He shakes his head now. That was stupid. So anyway, tell us what you guys think. We love to hear your opinions, and
We'll talk to you later.
talk to you. See ya.